Good morning, my fellow family, friends, and colleagues. This is your girl, Dr. Charity, aka the Queen of Divas, and I'm here to give you your weekly encouragement and motivational on today. Well, on this beautiful, glorious, gorgeous holiday, spring holiday weekend, and it is so comfortable out there. And so I've been a little bit chilly because for those down in the south, like myself, it's a little weird for the temperature to be dropping like that. But all in all, guess what? Feel better than that heat index. Do I get a hey man out of that one? It feels better than that heat index. But all in all, overall, it still feel good out there. It's good for a good weekend. That's why I'm finna go in there. I don't usually do this, but I'm gonna go in there and make some ribs and some steaks for tomorrow to celebrate and enjoy for the doctor not having to be on call tomorrow. Uh, yeah, so it's just some good old steaks and ribs for me and mine, for the boys, for mom, for dad. I even extended an invitation to my other half. He know the significant Superman know that he's always welcome to have some of my good because he loves my home cooking. But anyways, we'll leave that alone. But I said that to say this: it is a beautiful, lovely day out there, and today that is nothing but the sign. As you can tell off the cover of my face, my natural face, you see it. You see that? You see that beam and the gleam shining? That's the natural sun. But the natural sun is nothing but the physical manifestation of the spiritual sun, who is yearning and desiring to shine through you. Why? Because the natural sun is the blessing. That's something that all of us sees, good or bad, whether living in his will or our will, you're going to get blessed regardless. That's why you're able to breathe today. That's why you're able to hear me today. But with the spiritual sun, that's favor. And ain't nothing like favor. The favor takes you places where you never saw yourself ever being. You end up feeling somewhat like myself. As I told you last week, and I've been telling you off and on throughout this whole year, I feel like a Tamla man. I've never been in this place. Been in a lot of places, seen a lot of things, but I've never been in this place. Time and time again, I never thought I'd win until I came into this place. So I've never been in this place. But I am here to testify and tell you today, those who are tuning in and listening today, ain't nothing like the favor. That's why I always ask you every week, are you ready? Because the spiritual sun is ready to shine through you. And when he shines through you, it is going to be for you. As you impact and help others, you are going to feel the favor upon your life. And what's in your life is about to be greater. That's what I'm going to tap on today. That's what I'm going to motivate you on today. So you got to listen in to complete. Come on, let's tune into the whole motivational on today. So you can be motivated as you go through this week. Because I was already led to tell somebody out there what I'm about to share with you. So let's just dive in. Since we already know what this is off of face, and so, since I sense that some people want that favor and want to know what it's like, let's go into this weekly encouragement. I'm going to go right into it right now. So I just want to talk to somebody out there because I've been led that somebody out there need to hear this. So I need everybody to reflect. Does anybody feel like they just standing in a stagnant? I've already been through this, but I want to emphasize on something a little bit different, just like I said last week. Anybody feel like today that I'm just at a standstill in my life? I'm just not going nowhere. It feel like I'm just standing right here, and I was told that something was gonna happen, but there ain't nothing happening. I'm just feel like I'm just standing in the middle of nowhere and nothing happening. Anybody feel like that? Anybody feel like I'm just stagnant? It just feels like I was promised something, but I don't see nothing happening. It ain't even a sign. I heard, but that I can't take to the bank. Anybody feel like that? Anybody feel like there's doubt rising up? That even though you heard it and maybe even given a preview because of the fact that it's yet to fully, completely manifest and you still can't take it to the bank. Anybody feel like that? Anybody feel like that today? Because if that's you who I'm speaking to, I want you to lend me your ear. Tune in right now. Tune in right now. Lend me your ear just for a few minutes. I got something to tell you. So if I had to give this weekly encouragement and or weekly motivational a title, I am going to give it a little bit different. I'm going to come around it from a different angle. This week, I'm going to ask you a question. What are you waiting for? I'm going to ask you that question again, and I'm going to look you right in your eye because I'm serious. This is for you. Whoever feels like they're in a stagnant place and feel like I heard the promise, I saw a preview, it was told to me, it was showed to me, but I just don't see nothing manifesting. I'm going to ask you again. What are you waiting for? Because I'm asking you that question because I need you, whoever's tuning in today, all of who's tuning in today, I need you to move, beginning on today, I need you to move in faith. Come on, lend me your ear. Tune in so I can go into a little bit, so we can dive a little deeper. So, I'm going to tell you like this. I got this guy, because it always, when I get my motivation, my weekly encouragements, I always pray about it. And then the Spirit utilizes my meditation through the week. And whatever is causing me to do some adjustment and working on me, that's what I share with others. Because I become a witness that indeed this weekly encouragement is going to help you. So, I said all that to say this. This past week, I was going through and I was meditating just like I usually do, but it just seemed like, things got a little bit more better this week than it was last week. The struggle was still real, but I saw some things happening, but I just couldn't see what was going on. And when I finally decided to meditate over the weekend, and I was listening to Pastor Sarah Jakes Roberts, and she taught, because I already had a word from back on Sunday. After I shared with you what I shared, I got touched. The Spirit himself touched through my godmother preaching, and she spoke about doing it God's way. And the Spirit spoke to me and said he saw it. So I have no business asking for what I already have received. He just got to release it from heaven. It's already done, which I already was spoke a month ago and been spoken and confirming ever since the beginning of April from my big brother. So I was meditating and listening to Sarah Jakes Roberts, and she talked about moving in obedience. But I love the emphasis that she put on. She put on that most of the time we want more. But God is the fact of the matter, we want more. God wants to give you more. But there's one problem. We refuse to move and utilize what we already got sitting. That's all God. That's the only reason why God ain't letting it go and giving you more than what you got sitting in front of your face. It's because he's waiting to see, what are you going to do with the little bit that I just gave you? You ain't doing nothing with that. So how am I supposed to know that you going to do something with what I give you with this? Because who's to say you don't want more than what this when this gets here? And then you ain't going to do nothing with that. Come on now. When I thought about that, I said, you know what? That goes into line with the Spirit been dealing with me in the transition. The Spirit told me, you've already been confirmed. The confirmation has already, I'm going to use my own testimony to speak to somebody today that's listening. The Spirit told me, said, you've already been confirmed. He showed you when the year came in. Then not only did he show you, he spoke it and then confirmed it. And then after he confirmed it, he kept reconfirming it every time you turned around. It's already done. You got no reason to fear. Stop asking for it. Not only did he confirm it through one of the biggest people that you can imagine, he let it come out the man's mouth. What you scared of? You got no reason to be shy. I got you. Which already is confirmation that what it is that you desire, he already knows. Just because he ain't responding back and saying, Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, baby. Doesn't mean that he don't know. Hey, come on now. God himself don't tell you the whole story. Because as Pastor Keon said, if he told you the whole, if he actually took you and showed you the end and you coming out the win, guess what? You would fast forward the movie and didn't even want to go through the process. And guess what? All, as the word says, all things work together for the good of those who believe. So even the delay in the process is meant. Come on now. Did anybody catch that? So when the fact that you don't see the physical fully manifestation right now, it is all part of the process. It don't mean that it ain't coming. Just because just because you ain't getting no response from the application don't mean that it ain't yours. I want you to take that in today. That's why I'm asking you, why are you waiting? What are you waiting on? Don't wait on it. Sometimes we as human beings like to wait till things are in perfected area. There is no perfected area. There's a right time, but there's no perfect time. You got to move when God has already spoken it and has already been confirmed in the spiritual realm. You move now. As Trill said, I'm just using everything that I was taking in this week. Trill said about great people don't wait. No, if you got a good woman or a good man sitting beside you, you don't sit there and take your time. You better pin that down while you got it. The woman, go prepare yourself. Go do like I'm doing. Go get your mindset right. To go and get mindset right, prepare. Have it running through your mind every day. Here comes the bride, all dressed in white. Have it run through your mind. Get ready to be cooking breakfast. Get ready to be helping them out. Get ready to be, doing laundry, taking care of the family, helping him take care of his mama, family, get ready for the family vacations. Get ready for, having to give a couple of massages, watching the football games, watching some sports. You're going to have to get ready for the whole 9 yards. Your mind got to be thinking like that. Yeah, hey, that's the wife mindset. The man has to be thinking, hey, I'm going to have to sit there and provide for my family. I'm going to have to provide for this wife. I'm going to have to protect this wife. I'm going to have to make room and adjust for this wife. Because it ain't just going to be about me and my life. It's going to be about me and my wife. Hey, that's how you do it. But as Trill said, the good folks don't wait forever. So guess what? When it comes your way, you hop on it right then so it don't pass you by. As I was telling you last week, you don't want to be stuck there. Do not pass me by. It ain't going to pass you by as long as you do what you need to do and move in faith. It ain't going to pass you by if you move in faith. So today I'm reaching out to everybody that's listening. What are you waiting for? Don't wait no longer. Don't do like I'm even working on myself. That's why the Spirit kept emphasizing to me, get your mind ready because you don't have time. Look, I'm telling you, the only reason why the Spirit is, I'm going to use my own testimony one more time. The only reason why the Spirit keeps reminding me that it's already done over and over again in so many different ways, because the Spirit is saying, you sitting there still believing you got a couple of years to blow. Your years is over. Look, the time is now. It's time now. The one is already here. He ain't got years to blow. Honey, he gonna be moving in months. All he doing is getting himself prepared on his end, which means while he's preparing himself on his end, which I can really attest, because I really do believe the one that has my heart is doing that. He's been serious from Jump Street. That's not a surprise. The only thing that's gonna surprise me is when he does it, regardless if that's in a few months or a few days. That's the only thing that's gonna surprise me. The time is gonna throw me off. But the fact of him wanting to do that, he's already been serious from Jump Street. That's nothing surprising. And the Spirit had already confirmed because this is what I prayed and desired. I wanted to be a wife, and I am going to be. The Spirit had already told me what I was going to have to do. But I'm not going to lie, my flesh, because I can't see it physically fully manifested, sometimes my flesh comes in and says, I don't know if I would do all that right now. I mean, you don't want to waste your time and be made a fool out of. I don't think that's really meant. Like, let's just wait it out. Continue to wait it out until you actually get. But no, when it get confirmed over and over again, That's your warning. Get your butt up and go do what you need to do. Because guess what? When it comes, you ain't going to have time to prepare yourself. So it's better to be prepared and ready to go. So you can go ahead and take care of this and move on to the next chapter smoothly. And in my case, it ain't the next chapter, it's the next page. All I got to do is flip change because the chapter's already started. Like I said, he's already here. My Superman is already here. And like it was stated back with Biggie Smalls, you know very well who you are. He already knows. He's tuning in. He hear me. But I'm telling you today, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Don't hold off. Move in faith beginning today. Going into this week, move in faith. Do whatever it is. Prepare for that career. Prepare for the business opening. Prepare to go back to school. Do not hold off. Do not wait until somebody actually hands it to you to go do your work. That's too late. You do it now. Beginning now. You don't wait till you see it. Because guess what? That don't take faith. God wants to see faith. He's already done it. I'm telling you today, whoever this is for, I don't know who this is for. I believe this is for everybody, but I'm going to speak it for everybody. But whoever this is specifically for need to grab it right now. Look, it's already done. I already told you that, just like it is in my life. The only thing is you need to move. Don't lounge. Don't wait for it to physically show before you make your move. You need to move today. Move now. Prepare. All it takes is one little teeny weeny itsy bitsy step. That's all you got to do. Make one move. But just standing there in a stagnant area waiting for it to show up is not what God wants to see. Because he's already done it in his realm. In the spiritual realm, it's already been confirmed. It's yours for the asking. He heard it. Okay? He answered. Look, you sought the Lord and he heard and he answered. The only thing you got to do is move in faith so it can be released from the spiritual to the natural. Come on now, join in. Join in with me, because that's what I'm doing. That's what I've been working on all week. Don't be shy. That's something that my significant other told me months ago. And the only thing is my flesh was a little bit hard, because you don't hear that come out of the mouth of a black young man tell you, don't be this, you got nothing. No, don't be shy. I got you. You don't usually hear that. So I ain't gonna lie, my flesh has been in scared realm. Like, I don't want to tell that, because what if it don't? But of course, the spirit gets me when I'm meditating and says, didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? I told you that you ain't got nothing to be scared of. You asked me and I'm giving you. Why would I give you clothes if you ask for food? I told you he's here. This is it. I already told you. He know that. Look, if he didn't know it, he wouldn't tell you to trust him. He wouldn't tell you that you ain't got no reason to be shy, no scared. I really thought about that thing. I was like, oh, well, it did come out of his mouth without me forcing it out. He did tell me, not only, he told me not to be scared. He told me not to be shy. He told me he had me. Maybe I have no reason to be scared. And it's like the spirit's like, oh God, girl. That's why I keep having to remind you that it's already done. If you just sit there and do what you're supposed, focus on what you need to do, which just means prepare yourself, because your life is about to change. But guess what? It can't change when you're not where you're supposed to be. When I heard that, and especially when Sarah Jakes Roberts said that, I said, no, that's why God is asking me. And that's why I'm asking you. What you waiting on? What you waiting for? You ain't waiting on it. It is waiting on you, as I've been emphasizing all along. It's yours. It's already done. But today, going into the week, you need to move in faith so it can be released where you don't feel stagnant. Squash the fear. Squash the doubt. Do like I'm doing. I'm doing it because guess what? I see. Even though it's not fully manifested, guess what? I do see what is mine's already. It's right in front of me. Therefore, I'm going to do my thing so that indeed I will be wearing something fancy real soon. There will be fancy music in the background. Something as big is about to happen, because I've been told. It's been confirmed. I'm going to let God do the more revealing, but I'm just stating to you on today. That's just my testimony. So today, go through this week and move in faith, because it's already done. That's my question to you. What you waiting on? Don't wait no longer. Don't hold off no longer. Don't put it off no longer. Because now is your time. Move in faith so you can see great. Because great is waiting on your faith. That's all it's waiting on. You move in faith and you're about to see the best thing happen. But you got to move right now. So move right now and watch what happens. I love you. Well, that's all that I have for you on today, but tune in next week for another weekly encouragement and motivational. Please, please, please tell all friends and family to go on YouTube and subscribe to Lady Superwoman on YouTube. That is at Lady Superwoman 9999. That's 4 nines on YouTube for all of your weekly encouragements. And as you go through this week, remember to move in faith, because the question is, what are you waiting on? You're not waiting on it. It's waiting on you. You take the first move of faith and you watch what happens in your life. The door is about to swing open and the biggest event is about to happen in your life. It's sure about to happen in mine. I'm about to be Mrs. I ain't gonna go in no deeper. Tune in next week and I got you. Until then, you have a blessed week and a blessed holiday. I love you. Bye-bye.